In this life, you are only competing against one person. That's it. Your only competition can be boiled down to one person. Of course, that's you. You are your only competition. No matter what your goal is, no matter what your dream is, the only way you're going to get there is if you are continuously, forever improving on your previous self. Every day, are you better than you were yesterday? It doesn't matter if you are better than who the best is in your field. That'll take care of itself down the road in time, right? It doesn't matter if you're better or worse than a novice, okay? It just doesn't matter. The problem with comparing yourself to another person doing what you're doing is either you're going to get a false sense of confidence because you're better than somebody else, right? You may just be naturally better, you may have more talent, and you can kind of prop yourself up and feel good, right? Hey, I'm better than that guy, better than that gal. But maybe they don't try very hard. Maybe they're not very good. Again, it's a false sense of confidence, right? Are you better than you were yesterday, right? If you're painting paintings, if you're writing, if you're whatever you're doing, is what you're doing, are you expanding your skill set? Is your craft becoming stronger? And you can only measure that against yourself, because most likely when you take on something new, when you have a big goal, when you want to do something, one of the things I always tell people is that when you start, you're going to suck. You're going to be bad at it. And that's not negative, that's just reality, right? I mean, anything worthwhile usually takes some skill, right? It's not just, a natural God-given ability situation. Now, that can carry you so far, but most of the time there's a significant amount of skill involved in anything worthwhile. And so whenever you start something new, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to be bad at it. Now, the good news in that is that by being bad at it and knowing that others who take this on are going to be bad at it, a lot of people are going to give up. A lot of people aren't going to be willing to go through the struggle of improving, and that's just because they don't love it. Whatever it is, they don't love it like you do. And that eliminates a great deal of the other people that might be competing to end up where you want to end up. But again, your competition, the only competition that you have, the only competition that you will ever have is yourself. And if you view it any other way, you're going to either aim too high in too short a period of time, or you're going to aim too low, okay? And you won't advance at the rate that you need to, or you should, or you could. And the reality is that the greatest people in any industry measure themselves against their prior self, right? If Jerry Rice is a good example, wide receiver, 49ers, undisputedly the greatest wide receiver of all time. And it's hard to say that about many positions in any sport. But undisputedly, greatest wide receiver of all time, Jerry Rice. Again, his work ethic was so legendary, and all he was doing was competing against himself. He was trying to improve his own self. And when he did that, he got better. He was already the best. He was the best in the world. And so if he compared himself to any other person, he would have been satisfied with where he was. But he wasn't. He compared himself to himself. I was this good last year. I want to be this good next year. I could run that mountain 3 times this year. I want to run it 4 times next year. That sort of thing. So again, remember, doesn't matter if you're bad, doesn't matter if you're good, you are where you are. But tomorrow be better than where you are today. And the next day better than that. And the next day better than that. And that's the only measuring stick you need. Believe me, the days go by fast. We all know that. Standing here today, a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, may seem like a while down the road. But realistically, when you stop and think about it, we all can say, oh man, can't believe how fast time flies. Well, it does. And 3 months will be here before you know it. So if you're comparing yourself to yourself and improving upon yourself, 3 months is going to go by fast. And 3 months, you're going to see an incredible amount of improvement in yourself.